Okay, I will start the lesson today. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, class.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Miss.
Okay, are you feeling better today?
No, not really, but yes. Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Yes. Okay. Before today's learning activities begin, let us pray first. Pray, begin. Finish. Okay, before we go into the lesson, I want to test your focus by playing games. The game is called by Find My Instructions. This game only moves the head. There are 4 commands that I say. Up, down, right, and left. So when I say up, then all of you please turn your head apart from above. It can be right, left, or down. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss.
Yes,
Okay, here we go.
Miss.
Okay, first, down. Left, up. Okay, thank you. Very nice. Give applause for all of us. Since recently the COVID case has increased again, I hope that all of you keep your health and don't forget to exercise. On this occasion, besides you are studying, you also will be doing a simple experiment. And at the end of the class, there will be a quiz. Is everybody ready to start?
Yes, Miss.
I'm ready.
Yes, Miss.
Ready.
Okay,
I'm ready to start.
I want to share screen. Okay, you can see the slide.
Yes, Miss.
Yes.
Okay, today we will
Yes, I can see.
distinguishing between physical and chemical properties and changes. The basic competency are 3.3, explain the concept of mixtures and single substances, include elements and compounds, physical and chemical properties, physical and chemical changes in daily life. And the indicator are 3.3.4, describe physical properties and chemical properties, and 3.3.5, describe physical changes and chemical changes. After you have studied this material, I hope that you will be able to describe physical properties and chemical properties with confidently. And I also hope that you will can distinguish physical and chemical changes in daily life with persistence. Now, watch this video carefully.
In order to illustrate the progressive rusting of steel, a small metal plate was placed outdoors and photographed regularly over an 8-month period.
Okay, does anyone to respond?
Me, Miss.
Okay, Nafa. Go on.
Okay. Yeah. Steel plate has changed, and steel plate that did not pass place and become corroded after 8 months.
Great,
Thank you,
Nafa.
Miss.
This process is known as chemical change. So that you will be more understand this material, please prepare stationery and practical materials. Okay, you can see on the slide, there is an observation table. Your job is observe the changes and write down your observation in a table and answer some questions. There are 3 events that you will observe. Did the experiment produce any new substances that were not the same? Did the experiment just change its shape or size? Or the experiment can return to its original form or not? Do you get it? I think yes. Okay, now prepare your tools and materials. The tools and materials are water, glass, and also salt. Okay, first, you can take one of glass of water like this. You can see?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, and then put a tablespoon of salt into glass of water like this. And then stir until distributed and observe the changes. Okay. Now write down your observation in a table and I will wait for 10 seconds. Start from now. Next, observe the video and write down your observation into the observation table. The time to fill in the table is the same as the time to watch the video. Okay. Now it's the time to present your observation. Who wants to present the results?
Miss.
Okay, Hilda. Please present your results observation, and for others, can compare the results of each. Don't delete it. If your answer is wrong, just
Hilda,
write down.
Miss.
Okay, go on, Hilda.
Okay, Miss. Okay. Number one, experiment. A candle that melts when the fire burns its wick, produce new substance which are not the same, is no. Change only in shape or size, yes. Able to return to original form or not change form is yes. And number two, a candle wick on fire, produce new substance which are not the same is yes. Change only in shape or size is no. Able to return to original form or not is no. And then number three is melted ice cube produce new substance which which are not the same is no. Change only in shape or size is yes. Able to return to original form or not change form is yes. Number four, to access. Produce new substance which are not the same is yes. Change only in shape or size is no. Able to return to original form or not change form is no. Number five, salt dissolved in water. Produce new substance which are not the same is no. Change only in shape or size is yes. Able to return to original form or not change form is yes. And then the last is number six. Baking soda mixed with vinegar produce new substance which are not the same is yes. Change only in shape or size is no. Able to return to original form or not change form is no. Don't miss.
Okay, thank you, Hilda. Next, who wants to read the results of the question below? Who wants? Who wants to answer question?
Me, Miss.
Okay, Rizka, go on.
Okay, I will try. Physical change is a change that does not produce the new substance, only change in shape and can return to its original form. Meanwhile, chemical changes are changes that produce new substance that are not the same and cannot return to their original form. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, Rizka, good job. Thank you. What Rizka said is correct. So, in physical and chemical changes, there are also such things as physical and chemical properties. What is that? Physical properties. Physical properties is characteristic of matter that can be seen through direct observation. Physical changes are reversible. Physical properties include density, texture, boiling point, and melting point. Each object has specific temperature point to boil or melt. Oftentimes, the difference in the melting point of a solution is used to separate the solute and solvent. And then the physical properties, there are specific heat, and the last step include solid, liquid, or gas. Okay, and then what is density? Density is the mass of the matter per unit volume. Density is commonly expressed in units of grams per cubic centimeter, and this is the density formula. If you want to get mass, you can close the mass like this and read under it. So mass is equal to density times 2 volume. Volume. Sorry. Do you get it? Okay. Next is about chemical properties. Chemical properties is characteristics of matter that can only be observed when one substance changes into a different substance, such as iron into rust. Chemical changes are not easily reversible. For example, if you leave an iron oxide, it will eventually rust because a chemical property of iron is that it reacts with oxygen in the air to form iron oxide. The chemical properties include, first, flammability. At certain temperatures, there are flammable objects such as LPG gas. Besides that, there are objects that are difficult to burn such as glass. Next, acidity. pH represents the level of acidity of a substance. The pH value ranges from 1 to 14. A pH value less than 7 indicates that the substance is acidic. A pH value equal to 7 indicates that the substance is neutral. A pH value of more than 7 indicates that the substance is alkaline. Next, heat of combustion. Toxicity first. Toxicity, some substances have toxic chemical properties. Toxic substances are usually used by humans to kill pets, like rodents or insects. Toxic chemicals are chemicals that in small amounts can cause poisoning in humans. And then reactivity. Reactivity is a measure of how easily a chemical substance can react with other substances. The higher level of reactivity is, the higher level of reactivity, the easier the substance will react. In substances they are difficult to react, usually a catalyst can be added to react. The last, they are decaying. For example, rice that is left for days will react in the air so that the rice becomes stale. Next is about physical change. During a physical change, a substance changes its form but remains the same substance. And this is a picture of example physical change. There are breaking glass, mixing candies, shredding paper, folding paper, melting ice, chopping wood, cutting hair, dry ice sublimation, boiling water, and breaking egg. Next is about chemical change. Chemical change turn one or more substances into different substances that usually have different properties. The evidence of chemical change, there are bubbling, transclouding, temperature change, and also color change. Okay, now who wants to conclude our materials today?
Wisma, Miss.
Okay, Wisma.
Today today I learned about physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties is characteristic of matter that can be seen through direct observation. Physical change are reversible, and then chemical properties is characteristic of matter that can only be observed when one substance changes into a different substance. Chemical change are not easily reversible. Enough
Okay.
means
Anyone else?
Sophie, Miss.
Okay, Sophie.
Yes. Physical change is a change in the state or properties of matter without any accompanying change in its chemical composition. And a chemical change always produce one or more types of matter that differ from the matter's parents before the change. Enough, Miss.
Okay, thanks, Isma and Sophie. Okay, also, there are four main points to remember, okay? Now, quiz time. All of you can answer the question by raise hand or open mic in Zoom. Are you ready?
Ready, Miss.
Okay, first, a physical change means that who wants to answer can open your mic.
Hilda, Miss.
Okay, Hilda, what the answer?
B.
Okay,
B. Metal. Yes.
correct. Next, a chemical change means that who wants to answer can open your mic.
Rizka, Miss.
Okay, Rika, what the answer?
The answer is B, Miss.
B, one substance has changed in another, into
Yes.
another. Exactly, Rizka. Okay, next, number 3. What type of change has occurred when an apple core turns brown? Who wants to answer?
Miss.
I'm sorry, I can hear your voice.
Miss.
Niza. Oh, Niza. Okay.
Miss. Chemical.
Chemical. Okay. Let's try. Good job. Okay, next, the last. What kinds of chemical changes occur in your body? Who wants to
Miss,
answer it?
Miss,
Okay, Teguh.
A,
A. Food is broken down by enzyme in your stomach. Yay, okay. That's all, guys. Thanks for your attention. Don't forget to submit your assignment and attendance in Google Classroom. And don't forget to read the next material. Before we close our lesson, pray, begin. Finish. See you guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Thank
warahmatullahi
you, Miss
wabarakatuh.
Lily.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, you're welcome.
手机外门斜道，最近地上官老爷的便宜。